Guys, I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my roomie's makeup. I'm starting off with her Too Faced concealer in light beige, and I'm going to use that to conceal her eyes. I'm smoothing it out with my hands and blending it in, making sure that it's smooth and doesn't have any creases. Now that that's done, I'm going to tap into my Beauty Crease palette, tapping into that green shade, and I'm using that as my transition shade, and I'm just patting it in and blending it back and forth using windshield wiper motions. I decided to use this color because she has green eyes and it really just brings out her green eyes, just a tap of green. The transition shade won't be shown as much as the other colors, but it really does bring the look together. Continue to tap into the green and add more until I was satisfied, and I continue to blend up in circular windshield wiper motions, as you can see. The same Beauty Treats palette, I tapped into that dark purple and that royal blue, and I went into the crease. This one I put right below the green, as you can see, so that it blends into the green. It was really dark and it really did come out nice, but I wasn't really liking it.
It makes my eyes look blue. Like, tell me my eyes don't look blue right now. It's the first time I've ever had bright colors in my eyes.
Using the MakeUp Ultra Bright Blue, I'm going to go into the crease and basically brighten it up because it was missing something. Like, it wasn't giving me the vibe. It wasn't looking great. So I went in and I had this color, and it really just started to bring the look together and brighten everything up. I focused this mainly in the crease, and then I started to blend it out. Going into the Take Me to Brazil palette, I tapped into that purple shade and began to blend it out with the blue. So I basically applied it a little bit above the blue and began to blend it into the blue. Here I'm just using the same brush and blending everything out so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I went in with the brush that I used with the green on it, and I just decided to try to blend it out more. And yeah, that wasn't working, so I went in with a bigger brush and started blending it out so that we can fix this. It's looking a little crazy, but I promise you at the end everything is going to come together.
This color is super pretty.
Using the same Too Faced light beige concealer, I'm using that to cut her crease. Going back into that same purple, I'm going to carve out her crease and also clean it up a little bit because I made a little mistake up there. But as I start to carve it out and clean it, it just looks amazing. And then I go back in with the ultra bright blue and I began to darken the crease with that. To do this, I'm using a flat top brush. It's really precise so I can really get into the crease. Once I'm done that, I got another brush and I began to blend that out a little bit, and then I took the same brush, I think that's the same brush, and I just decided to slowly just blend everything in the crease out. Taking this light green, I'm going to reapply the transition shade because it started to fade after a while with all the blending. And I just blended out and kind of like dusted over the blue and blended it into it. The look is slowly coming together. I know it's looking crazy. When you're doing a bomb look, it always look a mess before it look popping. Going back into the Beauty Treats palette, I'm taking that purple shade and applying it all over her lid. Once I'm done doing that, I start to apply NYX glitter primer all over the purple part so that I can apply the purple glitter that I'm going to be using. Then I applied the glitter, and these glitters are from AliExpress, so if you want the link, make sure you check the description box below.
Fire! This could make you go famous.
Taking the Tantastic highlighter from Milani, I applied that to her brow bone. Using the e.l.f. black liquid liner, I'm going to give her a wing, and then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild blue liquid liner to apply a line over that wing. And I struggled with this a little bit. She had to help me a little bit, but yeah, we got the job done. For her primer, I used her Too Faced primer.
You're like a real YouTuber.
For foundation, I used her Too Faced Born This Way foundation and Seashell. After spreading out with my finger, I went in with the beauty blender and just blend everything out.
That thing on my face is not a pimple. I got scratched in the face. Booty hella chunky. What's that song from? There's like a part in the song where it's like booty hella chunky.
For her concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in light beige. I applied this under her eyes in a triangular motion, and I brought it all the way up near her shadow just to clean up that area. And then I did her nose and her forehead, her cupid's bow, and under her contour.
We fancy schmancy, but today we're just gonna be using this one. I'm such a guru. Oh my god.
Yo, she's such a weirdo. But I'm using the Fenty Beauty contour stick in amber to contour her face. Now I'm just blending everything out with a beauty blender. When you're blending your concealer, you want to make sure you look up so that it's nice and smooth. And if you have any bags, all those bags can just disappear like magic. Make sure you blend your contour in and everything, and make sure it's nice and smooth because you don't want to be out here looking crazy, sis. Okay. As always,
It smells like old lady.
I'm using my Airspun translucent powder to set her face. You already know what it is. I highly recommend this. Using her Too Faced Coca palette, I'm going to contour her face. First I went into the light shade and I just dust off the powder with that, and then I went into the two darker shades and contour her cheekbones with it, and around her forehead, her nose, under her head, all the contour areas. If y'all want an in-depth contour video, make sure you comment below and let a sister know. Going to my e.l.f. blush palette, I'm going into the lightest shade and I'm just blushing up her face, her cheekbones, nose, you know, all the areas I feel like it's needed. And you know, yeah. So I started off highlighting her face with the Berry Powder Gold highlight, but it wasn't a good fit for her skin tone, so I switched midway to Tantastic highlight by Milani.
Is my head in this? Your lips. My lips are very crusty. I do not want them in this video.
So that is the Milani highlights that I'm using on her.
Oh, bitch.
Back into the Take Me to Brazil palette, I'm going into that shimmery purple and I'm putting that under her eye. Taking that same purple glitter that I applied on her lids, I'm putting it in the corner of her eye and a little bit on the waterline, but right in the front. Do y'all see this? Like, I did that, like me. Going back into my Mayo Ultra Bright color, I applied the bright blue on the corner of her eyes on the edge part, and then I blended it out, and it just looks so bomb. It just brought out the bottom eyes. And then I went in with this black gel liner. Well, actually I didn't go in with it. She went in with it because I'm just scared to poke her eye out. And then she put on her mascara and made sure everything was right and tight with her eyes. Going in with my Wet n Wild lip liner, I lined her lips. And then I'm going to go in with Sugar Mama lipstick by Wet n Wild. I took a small lip brush just to blend everything out and make sure it's all nice and blended.
I'm fucking.
He was obviously feeling it. Get beat by Liv. LOL. But yeah, I just went in with Pisces by Wet n Wild and I applied that on her lips. That's the final look. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm not meant for this YouTube life.